Have you ever wondered why love seems to find everyone except you? Why the people you give your heart to don't stay? Or why you keep promising yourself never again, and yet here you are, replaying the same heartbreak in a different body? What if I told you it's not bad luck? It's not that you're unlovable. It's not even that you haven't met the right one yet. What if the real reason you haven't found the love you're looking for is because you've been searching in the wrong place entirely? Stay with me, because by the end, you'll see why the very way you've been thinking about love has been working against you. And you'll know exactly how to turn it around in a way that doesn't just help you find love, but helps you keep it. I get it. It's hard to watch your friends get engaged, married, start families, while you wonder if maybe, just maybe, life skipped you. It's even harder to admit sometimes you're not just lonely, you're tired. Tired of giving so much to people who don't stay. You've told yourself, next time, I'll choose better, and yet, somehow, you end up back in the same place. Viktor Frankl, Holocaust survivor, psychiatrist, and author of Man's Search for Meaning, believed that our deepest drive as human beings isn't pleasure. It isn't even happiness. It's meaning. When you live with meaning, you stop grasping for love like it's a life raft. You start attracting it as a natural part of a life already worth living. That's what today is about. Shifting from chasing love to becoming the kind of person who can receive it, keep it, and grow it without losing yourself in the process. The hidden reason you can't find the right love. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of us aren't actually looking for love. We're looking for rescue. We're hoping someone will fix the emptiness we feel inside. We're hoping they'll erase the pain of the past. We're hoping they'll give us the validation we've struggled to give ourselves. But here's the catch. When we're looking for someone to complete us, we unconsciously choose people who fit our wounds, not our worth. If you grew up feeling unseen, you might be drawn to people who are emotionally unavailable. If you grew up having to earn love, you might chase partners who make you prove yourself over and over again. It's not because you're broken. It's because your nervous system is wired to seek what feels familiar, even if it hurts. Frankl said, "Love is not about possession. It's about seeing another human being in their potential and allowing them to see yours." But here's the problem. You can't see someone else's potential if you haven't yet recognized your own. I once coached a woman. Let's call her Emily. Emily kept falling for men who were charming at first, but distant later. She told me, "It's like I'm invisible after the first few months." When we looked deeper, Emily realized she grew up with parents who were physically present, but emotionally absent. Her nervous system learned that love meant chasing someone's attention. And it wasn't until she built a life that was so full, friendships, hobbies, self-respect, that she no longer needed someone to notice her, that she attracted a partner who chose her freely. So how do you break the cycle? Step 1. Name your pattern. Look at your last 3 relationships. Write down how they started, how they felt in the middle, and how they ended. See if there's a common emotional thread. Step 2. Understand the paradox. The harder you chase the one, the further they run. Desperation repels, wholeness attracts. Step 3. Anchor in purpose. When you live with meaning, When your days are rich with purpose, you radiate something magnetic. People are drawn to the glow of someone who isn't waiting for life to start. Now, we'll move on to a short guided visualization, your life without waiting. So if you can, close your eyes. Imagine it's 1 year from now. You've stopped waiting for the right one to start living. What does your day look like? What projects are you working on? Who are you spending time with? Notice how alive you feel. This is the energy that draws healthy love toward you, not because you're chasing it, but because you're embodying it. And here's how you can start attracting the kind of healthy love you truly deserve. Step 1. Build a life worth sharing. Here's the paradox. The more you wait for someone to arrive before you start living, the less likely it is that the right person will want to join you. Think about it. Would you want to join someone's life if all they had been doing was waiting? Or would you be drawn to someone whose life is already vibrant, exciting, and meaningful? Start with this. Do one thing this month you've been waiting to do until you're in a relationship. Take that trip. Enroll in that cooking class. Paint your bedroom the way you want it. Travel solo, even if it's just a weekend getaway to a nearby town. When you travel alone, you don't just discover new places, you discover new layers of yourself. Start your dream hobby, the one you've been quietly putting off because you think, I'll do it when I have someone to share it with. Share it with yourself first, and make your home a place you love coming back to. Not a place that looks good enough for now, but a sanctuary that reflects your soul. When someone eventually walks into it, they won't just see a space, they'll feel you. And here's a pro tip. Share little updates about your journey, not to make anyone jealous, but to show the world that your life is full and alive. That kind of energy is magnetic. Step 2. Practice self-validation. This one is hard because most of us are used to outsourcing validation. We wait for someone to call us beautiful. We wait for a text to confirm we matter. We wait for a like on Instagram to feel attractive. But here's the truth. If your worth depends on someone else's approval, you will always be at their mercy. Self-validation isn't about chanting, I'm amazing, in the mirror, though you can if it helps. It's about building proof every day that you can trust yourself. That means keeping promises to yourself, even the small ones. Saying no when you mean no. Choosing rest over burnout, even if the world glorifies exhaustion. Imagine if, before you looked to someone else for affirmation, you already believed it about yourself. The love you receive wouldn't make you feel worthy. It would simply reflect a worth you already owned. Here's your challenge. For the next 30 days, every time you catch yourself seeking someone's approval, pause. Take a breath and ask yourself, what's the truth about me, even if no one else says it out loud? Step 3. Choose based on values, not just chemistry. Let's be honest, chemistry is intoxicating. That rush you feel when you first meet someone, the way they light up your phone screen, that's real, that's powerful. But here's the thing about fireworks. They're beautiful, and they're over in seconds. Values are different. Values are like a slow-burning fire in a cabin on a snowy night, steady, reliable, life-giving. When you choose based only on chemistry, you might end up with someone who excites you but doesn't sustain you. When you choose based on values, you get both excitement and longevity. Ask yourself, do we want the same kind of life? Do we handle conflict in similar ways? Do we share beliefs about family, faith, freedom, or growth? Chemistry can draw you together. Values keep you together when life gets messy, and it will. Step 4. Protect your boundaries. Healthy love doesn't drain you. It expands you. It's not supposed to make you feel smaller, quieter, or less you. Boundaries are not walls. They're doors. They let the right people in and keep the wrong energy out. When you protect your boundaries, you communicate your needs without fear. You refuse to accept behavior that dishonors you. You make it clear that love is welcome, but not at the cost of your peace. Remember, someone who truly loves you will respect your boundaries, not resent them. Step 5. See this season as sacred. Most people see their single season as a problem to solve, but what if it's actually the most powerful chapter of your life? Right now, you have the freedom to discover who you are without compromise. Heal the wounds that would sabotage future love. Build the kind of stability that makes love flourish when it arrives. This is not a waiting room. It's a preparation ground. When you see your single season as sacred, you stop thinking, I'm behind, and start realizing, I'm getting ready for something extraordinary. I want to share a little story with you. It's short, but it carries a truth you might never forget. I call it the garden. Think of your life like a garden. If you neglect it, weeds grow. When someone walks into it, they'll see overgrowth, chaos, maybe even emptiness. But if you tend it daily, planting seeds, pulling weeds, watering the flowers, the moment someone steps inside, they'll see beauty, growth, and peace. Here's the key. Love isn't the gardener. You are. And the more care you give your garden now, the more it will naturally attract someone who knows how to nurture it with you. Step 6. Embrace vulnerability as your superpower. Here's something most people get wrong about love. They think being vulnerable means weakness. But vulnerability is actually your greatest strength in attracting real, lasting love. Why? Because vulnerability means showing up as your full, imperfect self, the real you beneath all the masks and defenses. Think about it. Who do you trust more? Someone who's perfect on the outside, but distant? Or someone who dares to say, I'm scared, I'm messy, but I want to share this with you? Vulnerability builds connection. It tells the other person, I trust you with my story. It also creates space for true intimacy, which isn't about grand romantic gestures. It's about quiet moments of honesty and being seen. But being vulnerable isn't easy. It takes courage to open your heart again, especially if you've been hurt. So start small. Share one truth about yourself today that you usually hide. Say how you really feel instead of what you think people want to hear. Allow yourself to be imperfect, messy, and human. Remember, the right person won't run away from your vulnerability. They'll lean in and say, thank you for trusting me. Vulnerability is like a crack in the dam, not a sign of collapse, but the opening where love flows in. Step 7. Cultivate patience and trust the timing. In a world of instant everything, Patience feels like an ancient virtue, but when it comes to love, timing is everything. You might wonder, why hasn't the right person come yet? Here's the truth. The best love doesn't just drop into your lap. It arrives when you are ready, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Sometimes, delays aren't setbacks, they're setups. Your life's timeline isn't broken. It's perfectly designed to prepare you for the love you deserve. Cultivating patience means trusting that the universe is working behind the scenes, staying open to love in unexpected places and times, letting go of desperation or forcing connections. And this doesn't mean being passive, it means actively building your life, but also waiting without fear or frustration. Because when you trust the timing, you stop chasing. And when you stop chasing, the right love is free to chase you. There was once a man who planted a seed and watered it every day, but saw no growth for months. He almost gave up until one morning a tiny sprout broke through the soil. Love is like that seed. It may take time to grow, but when it does, it's worth every moment of patient waiting. So, to recap, build a life worth sharing. Validate yourself first. Choose values over chemistry. Protect your boundaries. See your single season as sacred. Embrace vulnerability like a superpower. And cultivate patience, trusting the perfect timing. These steps don't just help you find love, they help you become the person ready to receive it. The moment you stop desperately searching is often the moment love finds you. Frankl wrote, "Happiness cannot be pursued, it must ensue. Love works the same way. You are not behind. You are not being punished. You are being prepared." If this spoke to your heart, share your story in the comments. You never know who you might help. If you believe love is worth the wait, like this video, please subscribe and send it to someone who needs hope tonight. The love you're looking for is looking for you. Live in such a way that when it arrives, it feels like home.